All rise, and welcome back to another episode of Peyton 3.0's Illenium World News. Hello, I am Peyton 3.0. Today's news story, we want to, of course, keep it short and sweet. We are talking about Illenium trying to prevent more drug overdoses, okay? Trying to prevent more ODs. There we go. We're going to say that for YouTube. Trying to prevent more ODs, okay, from happening. Yes. At his shows, especially after his own OD happened, and luckily he actually survived to tell the tale and to be able to go ahead and try to prevent more ODs. I don't know how he's going to do it, what he's going to implement, but we're going to find out right now. This is Peyton 3.0's Illenium World News. Take it away. Please stand back because the king is arriving in 5, 4, 3, 2. Why, hello there. Welcome back. It is your king, queen, sultan of the Milky Way galaxy, Peyton 3.0. Let's get right on into the news story, folks. If you like what you hear today, then you know what you got to do, right? You know what you got to do. You got to hit. You like the candy? You love the candy, yes. Anyway, hit that subscribe, like, and comment. This is social media, folks. It still is social media. So let's get right on into it, okay? The EDM vocal sorcerer. That's my subtitle. Anyway, my tagline. So, Illenium takes action to prevent drug deaths at shows after his own overdose. He said, I had no sense of self. Illenium, who's released his 5th album today, seeks to protect the community that gave him a new lease on life after a heroin overdose in 2012. Yes, honey. In the moments leading up to the release of his self-titled album, Illenium is tackling a threat deeply personal to him. The electronic music superstar is partnering with the nonprofit End Overdose, one of EDM's.com's best industry leaders of the 2022s, okay? On his upcoming tour. You like that, didn't you? You like that, right? Yeah. Anyway. Where the ravers at? Where the ravers at? I need ravers. I need festivals. Where you at? I want you to put a 1 in the comment section if you're having a good time. Anyway. On its upcoming tour to educate fans on how to spot signs of an overdose and administer the opiate overdose reversing treatment, or I should say OD for YouTube. Anyway, whatever. Treatment naloxone, Illenium 32. Suffered a heroin, suffered a HOD, did I say that? In 2012, having overcome the most difficult part of his battle. This is his call to arms to defend the community that rescued him. Okay? I think my story is different. He says, I'm not a person that was just going to a festival and accidentally took the wrong D. We'll say that. I was addicted to we'll say O. Illenium tells EDM.com over Zoom. At the time of my O, I was using here H intravenously and was at such a low point in my life. I had gone through so many different treatments and I had no sense of self. I didn't really care about my life. That's what he said. I need to turn my notifications. My phone is going off. Okay. I need to put this on Do Not Disturb. There we go. I'm working. Anyway, it was Illenium's deep dive in electronic dance music that gave him a new lease on life. Okay? And as a matter of fact, okay. Anyway, everything was so organic. It was so fun to see these artists come up and then see them live at shows. I want to kind of stop right here for a moment and talk about the darkness but I think I want to talk about this in my Truth Is series, the darkness of the rave culture that at least is here in America and countries like it. Even though it's about peace, love, unity, and respect, and we put a lot of lightness in dancing, you know, that's like the culture, right? But the darkness is, at least here in America, because in Europe the drug use, while the D usage is not really existent like that over there, but here in America, in places like America, it is. And the rape culture over here, that's the dark part of it, because there's no way for people to really care about each other when they're high on Molly and other things and Special K and all this stuff. How can you help your friend if you're not really there? You're not, because you're hyped up on D too. You know what I'm saying? So that's the darkness of at least the rave culture, festival culture, EDM culture here in America. Okay, almost everybody is on something. But anyway, that just took over my life. What'd he say? Yeah, and it was so awesome. Illenium says that transition to me making my own music and doing my own shows and having my own fan base, and then being more public about my past issues and how I ended up here. Music being such an impactful part of my life, I think pretty much saved me from where I was, he says. That's why I'm so passionate about it now, because I think everyone should be given that opportunity, he adds. I think too many people are dying accidentally. I think even with addicts like myself, the D's that are present now, you don't really get a second chance. I was given a second chance, luckily, but with Fenton and okay, it kills you so much faster. It's super sad, and at a certain point, it's every person's decision what they want to do with their life. And Illenium, I couldn't have said it better myself. Okay. He goes on to say, I have actually had to use naloxone on myself when he OD'd, and it saved my life, he says. Illenium explains, it's a great thing that they provide. Anyone who wants it can order it for free. In a perfect society, everybody who went to a show, everybody who went to any sort of festival, if they all had Narcan, I have some in my backpack right now. It's a thing that if you carry it around and you see someone who's going potentially into an over OD, you can save their life. Illenium hopes to further stamp out preventative D-related deaths through access to testing strips and other resources at shows. The Grammy-nominated producer says there are legal struggles with venues permitting testing strips, but it's a hurdle he hopes to navigate over time. A lot of people experiment with things, and there's nothing wrong with that. He says, let's just keep everyone safe. Why can't we just do more to keep people safe, right? It's a cause of personal. It's a cause that's personal to Illenium, as the self-titled album he released moments ago. He detailed why his 5th album is the one to bear his name. I was at a turning point. Really, when my last album came out, he recalls, I was just really feeling like I wanted to do something different. And I wanted to start from scratch. If that makes sense, a lot of times I'll write 2 minutes of an instrumental and then send it to a vocalist, and they'll do their thing. With this one, I wanted to start from scratch. Go in and write songs that were like the song I used to listen to and love so much. I think that created this bass canvas, he says. I feel like it allowed me to be a lot more flexible than in my past. When everything is electronic or sample based, you can only get that stuff to sound so authentic, versus when you get to literally work with legends, it's really funny. I think that's why it turned out to be my self-titled, because everything flowed really easily and it just felt like the end product. It's a roller coaster ride, but I feel like so much of me is implemented in every song. It just feels very true to myself, he says. Okay. And so the new Illenium album is out. I actually had to take a listen to it myself because I haven't, honestly. And I don't think I've actually ever heard one Illenium album, actually. Have I? I know Illenium. I need to go back and really sink my teeth into Illenium. Comment if you're an Illenium fan. But yeah, one of the things for me too about rave culture that's really, really dark, and I know many of us are out here, especially in the country of America, if you're here doing it, let me know also in the comment section, is your country, if you're watching from another country besides America or UK, even the UK, does your country have uses of, drugs in your rave culture and your festival, your EDM? Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just one of those dark things about our community, that many people don't really try to bring up, So I would actually love to see drug usage eradicated from the rave scene in America, the EDM scene in other countries with rave scenes that are like America's, because in Europe they don't really do that. But let me know, comment below. This has been Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. I wish Illenium success in him trying to eradicate drugs from the EDM scene, maybe his concerts at least. Let me know what you think below. Are you doing, do you plan on stopping doing it? Have you seen people die? Have you seen people OD? What was your experience with that? And how did that change you? Did you see a fam literally drop dead? Let me know. This has been Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. Now, before we go, I gotta talk about the socials, folks. Okay. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, right here on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that. But the thing I really want you to focus on is getting on the email list. Get on the email list and get 3 free unreleased songs from me. Going to the bit.ly link there, or by my website, peyton30.com. Okay. Yes. Put your best email in, and then of course, you'll be getting 3 free songs. It's the best way for me to communicate with you, because social media, well, we all know what state this social media is in. So anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next episode. Let me know your thoughts below. Bye-bye. Please take it away. I put a spell on you.